This is Capital Success by Chris Shepley, a series where we talk about all things day trading, the world of investing, and how to play the game of capital success. I hope you find value in this. These are the basics of blockchain technology. So a blockchain is a digital ledger that records transactions across a decentralized network. I like to think of a blockchain as almost a massive receipt, just like you'd get in a store. And once a transaction is added to the receipt, data cannot be changed or modified, just like a receipt. The benefit of this blockchain technology is that any transaction throughout time will always be recorded on the ledger, regardless of whatever happens to that product or service. Because of its decentralized nature, no one single entity can ever modify or delete any entry. Once it's recorded, it's there forever. For example, if you were to purchase a vehicle and record that transaction on the blockchain, let's say you went to a dealership and you purchased a vehicle from a dealership, that purchase is recorded on the blockchain. In 6 months' time, you decide to get the vehicle serviced, you can record that service of the vehicle on the blockchain. Let's say in 4 years' time, you decide to sell the vehicle for another one. That sale, we'll call it a private sale, peer-to-peer, that sale is also recorded on the blockchain. So now the purchaser of the vehicle can look back on the blockchain and view that, alright, you purchased this vehicle 4.5 years ago, you got it serviced every 6 monthly, and 4.5 years later, you're selling it to me. I now have an irrefutable evidence of these events occurring because it is recorded on the blockchain. This gives me credibility to know that this vehicle has been cared for. This form of technology is far superior to paper technology. Just like a typical vehicle right now, you open the glove box and you see the warranty papers, you might see the service papers. Anybody can put pen to paper and fraud that a service has been done throughout the years when it really hasn't. So that is the power of blockchain technology, where it's irrefutable evidence and recordings of every event that occurs. So that's the core function of what blockchain technology is. So our next part is, how does blockchain technology work? So transactions are grouped into what we call blocks, and these blocks are then linked together to what we call chains. And each block is verified using a complex cryptography algorithm, where once a sequence has been initiated, a set of irrefutable transaction data is then recorded on the blockchain ledger system, which is typically generalized by saying that it's recorded on the blockchain. So when someone says it's on the blockchain, they're referring to the ledger system on the blockchain, which records every single transaction that occurs. That includes cryptocurrency. So when you purchase and sell a crypto coin, for example, that sale, including the gas fee at the given time, is recorded on the ledger, which we just generalize as saying recorded on the blockchain. So some specific crypto projects have their own blockchains. For example, Binance, BNB coin, has their own blockchain. Ethereum is the most well known. Solana has one. XRP has one. There's a number of other projects that have their own blockchains, and there's many projects that are up and coming that are creating their own blockchains. They might either be proof of authority, proof of work, or proof of stake. They're the three types of blockchain technology. We won't go through specifically what those types are, but they all are created based on a different function. And on top of that, other projects, let's say 95% of projects out there, don't have their own blockchain, but rely on a pre-existing blockchain to function. For example, if we take Shiba Inu as an example, Shiba is a popular meme coin that functions on the Ethereum blockchain. What that means is every transaction that Shiba Inu does is recorded on the Ethereum blockchain. So if you went on Google and typed in etherscan.com, you would find the Ethereum blockchain interface where you can simply search any Ethereum transaction which is on the Ethereum blockchain. So take Shiba Inu, for example, and you could identify every single transaction that has occurred. So again, when we talked about identifying a receipt on the blockchain, we would go to, in this case, the Ethereum blockchain, and we could see on that receipt, okay, I purchased it on this date at this time for this amount at this gas price, and 3 years down the line, I could do the flip, sell it, and I could see, alright, I sold it at this date, this time, for this price, using this gas fee, and in essence, I can then see my ultimate profit or loss at the end of that. This is the basic principle of how blockchain technology works for the essence of cryptocurrency. So whether that's buying, selling, transferring, everything is recorded on the blockchain. Every transaction is recorded. But we can take it a step further and talk about real use cases. So real world use cases for blockchain technology. And we're going to use a farmer as an example, where a farmer is harvesting his carrots. So initially, a farmer would harvest the carrots, place it in a crate, and send it to, let's say, Woolworths distribution centre. That transaction, we call it, from the carrots going from the farm to the Woolworths distribution centre, we record that on the blockchain. We would record the exact date and time the carrots were picked to know freshness. We would know where and when the carrots were sent to the distribution centre, at what time, and we would know what time they got there because they would be recorded on the blockchain. From there, Woolworths would then distribute said carrots to their individual retail stores across the country. So that transaction would also be recorded on the blockchain, date and time, so we know, did those carrots sit in the distribution centre for days, hours, or even minutes? We would know that via the blockchain. Once the carrots have been distributed to the individual retailers of Woolworths around the country, customers would then simply walk into the store like they do and purchase the carrots. That is the final recording on the blockchain, where the store would then record the transaction of purchasing the carrots on the blockchain. So a customer could simply go home, let's say they scan a QR code or they scan a barcode or the stickers on the carrots, whatever it might be, and the customer themselves can identify the exact date and time the carrots were picked, how many locations those carrots were sent to, the dates and times, and the freshness. Everything is recorded on the blockchain. This is the benefit of blockchain technology for the real world, because it's not just for carrots, it's for cars, it's for products, it's for services, everything imaginable, everything you would record on a ledger in the real world can be adopted by blockchain technology. So now that we know what blockchain technology is and how it functions as a technology, the final piece of the puzzle is to identify how individuals can utilize the technology into their everyday lives. So as a use case right now outside of the world of cryptocurrency, coins and tokens, individuals can adopt blockchain technology to be used as their own financial ledger. So what I refer to by this is that when you pay your real life bills, or you pay your car service fees, or you buy your groceries, or maybe you're on PlayStation, you buy the latest game that's out, every time you make that purchase, you typically use your Visa or MasterCard, debit card or credit card. Whereas if you converted that and started using a crypto debit card, no such thing as credit card just yet, but if you just used your crypto debit card, every transaction you would do, whether that's, again, making a transaction, or in reverse, let's say you work for a job and you get paid via crypto, let's say, and that goes specifically to your account linked with your crypto debit card, every transaction would be recorded on the blockchain. So when it comes to the non-exciting tax time every year that occurs, you can actually go on the blockchain and simply download your entire year's transactions, buy and sells, so you know exactly how much you earn paying income tax, capital gains tax, capital loss tax, whatever it might be. That whole sequence of transactions, irrefutable again, is recorded on the blockchain. So it saves you having to save all these receipts from the year. You can simply just go on the blockchain and view the exact values of every transaction. Again, this is just one of 1,000 other ways that blockchain technology will benefit industries globally. But overall, the innovation of blockchain technology brings a modern day solution to what has always been an old school style of record keeping. The advancements of this technology will not only revolutionize the financial industry, but will map a whole new approach to providing credible source information for developing industries globally. My name is Chris Shepley. I hope you found value in this, and as always, trade smart.